Viewers here, welcome to Tax Insight Monday. This is Tax Insight Monday brought to you courtesy of Anambra State Internal Revenue Service. It's one of your favorite programs I know. We have a special edition on our program called Tax Insight Monday. I have with me in the studio the team lead and the technical advisor to the chairman of Cross River State Internal Revenue Service. She's Mrs. Lilian E. Ugbong. Okay. And of course, you know that is becoming more and more in news that Anambra State is topping the chart when it comes to informal sector and how we're able to use technology to deploy there. So they are here on that visit to see how we are doing it best. My name still remains Oyeka Amara, the SSA to Mr. Governor of Nigeria. Stay with us. Yeah, interestingly, I have a sister and a friend in this deal with me. I mean, one of the things I enjoy more in governance these days is that more and more professionals are seeing the front burner, and the way that they do the work and the way that they lead their team are always very exceptional. Lilian is my own friend and a sister from Cross River. Like I've introduced her before, she's the technical advisor to the executive chairman of Cross River Internal Revenue Service. You're welcome.
Yes, thank you very much.
And I equally learned that you're the one leading the team on this courtesy call, on this courtesy visit or study tour. Okay. So our viewers would like to know what actually brought Cross River Internal Revenue Service to Anambra State.
Okay, so the background is actually quite interesting. There was a retreat organized for executive chairman of Internal Revenue Service across the nation by JTB at Ekiti. So whilst there, your chairman, Dr. Ezilo, he delivered a lecture on formalizing the informal sector. And I must tell you that that lecture was mind-blowing. Everybody in the hall was wowed. How do you get this underground economy into one space and you are able to harness revenue from that area? You know, he delivered it so beautifully and he gave us lovely examples, especially your transport sector, the Transpay. Now in our own state, Cross River State, we are battling with formalizing that sector, and here we are with somebody who has done it and it's working. And my EC says to himself, why don't I just key into this and get my people on board? And here we are in your state.
Exactly. And yes, you're correct, because I also got that background information, but you gave it explicitly the way it's supposed to be, because that was actually the story that led to this.
Yes.
Last month we had Zamfara Internal Revenue come on this courtesy call, and I know that more internal revenues are lined up to visit to see how we've been handling our informal sector. Informal sector in every economy is considered to be around 66% of what goes on in the overall economy. They control things, but sometimes the bigger challenge is being able to track them to do what they're supposed to do at the time they're supposed to do it.
That's a major challenge.
Yeah. So you guys have been here for, let's say, 2 days now.
2 days now.
Yeah. So how has it been in that 2 days?
It's been very interesting. So like we said, we listened to Dr. Izilo back there in Ekiti, and we even made him to speak to a larger body. We had a virtual session with him. We had a virtual session with him before we came down to Anambra, because we want to have a hands-on feel, a field experience of what this Transpay technology is about. Because it's one thing to hear him speak theoretically in class, and it's another thing to have a field experience of what goes on, how the Transpay technology actually works, and then to listen to the users, the end users of the Transpay technology. So that's why we're here.
Mrs. Lilian, so far, what you guys have seen? You've seen the demonstration in the boardroom when the chairman was trying to make that presentation and how it works. And I believe that they've equally taken you guys through the technology that powers that transportation sector in Anambra. Do you think that it's something that your internal revenue is going to embrace and work with? Although you said the final decision still lies at the top, but how fascinating did you find the technology?
Oh, I think that it was quite fascinating and very enlightening too, because the session that we went through from the technology handlers themselves was quite interesting. So we're actually looking forward to see it play out, at the field experience that we are being prepped for. The chairman is preparing to take us for a field experience. So we'll have to speak with the keke riders, we'll speak with the bus drivers and all the end users of this technology. So, but we already have a background knowledge given to us by the technology handlers. So, and I think that by the time we get back home and give our report, our chairman would be most thrilled. If he's not adopting, he may be adapting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whichever works.
Yes.
Okay, so viewers, you have seen it. I am most happy because sometimes we think we know it all, but when you share ideas, when you crossbreed what is working for you, and the other people are able to pick it up, we'll continue to grow generally as a nation, not just as a state now at this point. So we're happy to have them. Let's quickly go on a break. But remember that when we return from that break, we have said it times with that number that on Tax Insight Monday, if your tax payment is up to date, you have one or two people who are working for you as employees, and you are a good citizen and a good indigene, or maybe doing business in Anambra, that we are going to freely advertise your businesses and your services on this platform. So you reach out to us on the lines that are going to be displayed on your screen. And by the time we come back from the short break, we'll continue on this conversation. Stay with us. So viewers, you're welcome back to Tax Insight Monday. You can see I have this beautiful woman here with me. She's still Mrs. Lilian Ugbong and the technical advisor to the executive chairman, Cross River Internal Revenue Service. They're here on a study tour on our informal sector and everything that we've been doing to see how we can truly scale the informal sector in Anambra State. Before we went on that break, she's told us their experiences so far. After this program, they'll be going out to see the real work, how the Keke people are working with technology,
yes,
and what goes on at the back end. But our people said, I should ask you how you feel about Anambra. At least you've been here for 2 years. Is this your first time visit?
Yes, my first time staying in Anambra.
Okay.
Most times, you have to pass through Onitsha on your way to Lagos or Benin or somewhere.
Okay, so the question I will ask, or rather how I'm going to rephrase my question is, what were your impressions of Anambra before you came?
Okay, my impression of Anambra bordered on the way Onitsha was. Because I don't know if it still is that way now. Busy, overpopulated.
Onitsha particularly, right?
Yes. So of course you use the one that you've seen to think about the whole.
Okay.
So I used to think maybe it's that way across too, because the Igbos are really commercial people.
Yeah.
And there's no way they will not practice their commerce. If Onitsha is like this, I guess the capital city may be worse than this.
Okay.
That was my impression.
Nice.
At first.
Honest one. But, I like that.
Now, that's not the impression I have, at least of the Oka the part of Oka that we've been through.
Yeah.
It's quite developed and it's beautiful. And I see that your people are, the people of Anambra, of course, they'll think that everybody is Igbo and they'll speak Igbo with you, but the people we've met are very nice and they speak Igbo with you and they tell you no when you don't know what no means. Yeah, okay. But of course, now I know that no means welcome. So yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And they say you put your mouth where the money is.
Yes.
I believe that so far, as an Anambralian and living in Anambra, working in Anambra for now, that our governor has truly put our monies to work and is speaking. And maybe that is why you clearly have seen the sharp difference between what you thought and what goes on in Oka, at least the capital city.
Yeah.
So let me hear your feedback about how much you think that the government of Anambra has truly deployed its taxpayers' money to work.
Well, I'll start by saying the government house, that's your government house.
Yes, the lighthouse.
Okay, yes. I'll start by saying it's a truly beautiful edifice. Honestly, I never imagined that a government house should be that big and vast. But I think it houses other structures as well.
Yeah.
So that means it's not just the government.
It's not just the governor alone.
It's not just the governor. So other top functionaries of state government have their workspace there. And I think that that's quite embracing. So that means everybody is in the same workspace and they see themselves all the time. So he doesn't have to travel to see Commissioner for Water Resources or travel to see Commissioner for Lands or something like that. So I think that's putting revenue into good use. And
Have you
making
been out?
life.
Have you seen our Fun City?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yet to go and see our
another
Fun City.
spot we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see that
Okay.
spot too. And the EC of Anambra, Anambra IRS says it's the 10th wonder of the world. So I'm
Was it
looking
what he
forward
said?
to that visit.
You're looking forward to see that.
I'm looking forward to the 10th wonder of the world.
Awesome.
Yes. So I think that your revenue has been put to very good use.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you so
applaud that.
much. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm sure our people too are proud that you're saying that. Now let's come back to you as coming from Cross River Internal Revenue Service. You guys are faring well. Your
Yes, we
executive chairman is a dogged one, you know.
Very.
Yes, because
goal-driven.
when for him to spot what we are doing and say, I don't want to wait till he comes back to JTB. Let me go and visit. So, but if taxpayers who are doing business across Anambra and rivers and around, of course, you know, trading these days is not jurisdiction based, you know.
It's not.
So how would they reach you guys? You're on social media, or how does your operations work at Cross River Internal Revenue, so that at least our people who are intending to do business with you guys will know what to do?
Oh, so we are all over social media. We have Facebook handles. We have the crossriverpay.com. So in case you have a business transaction and
that's a technology system.
Yes, and you want to make any payments, you just use our crossriverpay.com and your money comes in.
Yeah.
And we have social media handles: Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and all the likes. Okay. So you can reach us using all of those handles. You can reach our state, you can advertise your products, you can, you know, just tell the world about Cross River State or even Anambra State.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Let me give a very big shout out to the executive chairman, Cross River Internal Revenue Service, and kudos to our own chairman, to Anambra State Internal Revenue Service, Dr. Greg. They've been calling him the best man in the informal sector. You know, Anambra is said to have one of the largest markets in West Africa.
Yes.
And gradually, we're also trying to penetrate that to make sure that our people are proud to contribute to the general pocket. You know, the beauty of taxpayers' money is if truly people can see where their money goes.
Yes.
I'm sure they will not have any problem
it boosts
putting in that
voluntary compliance.
Yeah. So our markets is one place that we are also trying to you know, bring into full structure way of them paying and complying. And I believe that between now and by this time next year, people are also going to be coming to say, we want to see how you have been able to handle your markets.
Or maybe you'll come to us.
It's fine.
Transpay technology, we may just, you know, go ahead of you.
It's okay. Overtaking is allowed, that's what they say. So shout out to everyone who has been making sure that our taxpayers' money work for us in Anambra. And I'm sure that the next time River State we're going to visit, yes, it's okay, we'll visit. But if at all they're going to come again, let Anambra be, you know, slightly ahead. So they'll be happy to see the changes that we are making. Viewers, thank you for always sticking with us. Remember that we can advertise for you. Remember that you can come on this platform free of charge. Just ensure that your money is going into the right channels. In Anambra State, the issue of cash collection is a thing of the past. Make sure that the people they are dealing with are properly being identified. Stay healthy, stay with us till we come your way again. It's Tax and Sign Monday. Bye-bye.